Today's program is sponsored by The Anthony Vincent Salon. Say hello to beautiful.
You're listening to Trend Radio, where we talk about what's hot and what's not. Get into the loop with us. I'm Anthony Vincent.
And I'm Elise, and we're your radio gateway to what's trending with beauty, fashion, health, wellness, and sex.
Sex?
Sex.
Yeah, mostly sex.
Listen to us anytime, anyplace. Download the TuneIn app to your smartphone or tablet and make 920 The Voice your favorite.
Yeah, you'll be glad you did.
Yeah, sure will be.
We have a great show for you today.
We always have a great show for you today.
That we do.
For every day.
We're going to be talking about the 5 mistakes you make every day.
The 5 mistakes I make every day?
The vernacular you, not you personally.
I didn't know I made mistakes, but I can
didn't think you
of a
did.
few. I do make them.
And is it porn or is it art?
It depends on what it is.
We're going to talk about that.
Okay.
And also, we've got a couple of emails coming up.
Mm-hmm.
But first, how effective are painkillers?
Well, I don't know.
Well,
are you taking painkillers again?
I am not, but sometimes I feel like it. No issues.
Okay.
Those days are way behind me.
Oh, good. I'm glad that they're behind you.
Well, the painkillers, they can erase your aches and your willpower.
They can erase your aches and your willpower?
Your aches, pains, and your willpower.
Tell me about the willpower part.
Well, you see, so much of how we treat pain is problematic as people become addicted to the medication.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
This Dr. Benjamin Kilger, he's a research director for the Center of Health and Healing at Mount Sinai, Beth Israel.
Uh-huh.
And what he says is that acupuncture is a way to help.
Yes, I can see that.
And, and I talk about acupuncture all the time.
You were actually talking to me about it the other day because
I
you
was.
remember of my headaches, and you were telling me because the doctor wanted to give me medication, and I don't actually believe in that.
No, neither do I.
And you told me that I should go have acupuncture done.
Yes, my cousin,
I know,
Master
Barry
Black, is
Barry
a
Keith.
acupuncturist. Went to China to learn.
Yes, I know. And we'll have to just tell him we're giving him a little hit up on the radio so he's aware of it.
Okay.
But the thing is that I was telling you that I was going to give him a call because of my headaches, and I still haven't done that, so I better get on that. I have his number too.
So call him.
Yeah, I'm
You'll be glad you did.
Of course I will be. I'm going to see what he has to say about my headaches.
Well, new evidence shows that acupuncture is effective for a wide variety of pain, including back pain, neck pain, arthritis, and headaches.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can explain why being jabbed does the job, but
Well, sometimes everybody needs a little jab.
Yeah.
I know that.
You're always jabbing me with your elbow during our show here.
Yeah, I jab you with my elbow. I jab you with my knee. And the important thing, I don't kick you. Well, maybe a little bit. But you deserve it. Sometimes you deserve the little kick.
Mm-hmm.
I understand I deserve a jab every once in a while, but you deserve the kick.
Well, thank you for sharing. Now, the acupuncture may be partly due to the way that the needles adjust the nerve signaling. So it's nerve signaling to connective tissues. So if you're ready to be pricked at, have you?
I'll have to just give him a call and say, okay, finally, I'm ready to be pricked.
Well,
okay.
Have your doctor or PT refer you to a licensed acupuncturist.
Well, I know that he is. I know that Master Black is definitely a licensed acupuncturist.
Yes, he is. I wonder if acupuncture can do anything for dragon breath.
Dragon breath?
Yeah, bad breath.
Dragon, that's what you're calling it now? Dragon breath?
Well, bad breath, dragon breath.
I guess we'll have to
sour
ask.
breath.
We'll have to ask.
I think I may have told you before that an apple can be a very simple antidote for those fumes that you've been spewing.
That I've been spewing? Or are we talking the vernacular me again?
The vernacular, always the vernacular.
Oh, this is the reason why he gets kicked. Okay? now they understand.
Well, parsley, spinach, mint, and all these fruits contain odor-busting enzymes.
I love mint. I especially love mint in my water. Mint with the lemon or the lime and the cucumber. You know that's my favorite thing.
We have that every Saturday in the salon.
I know. We could have it every day, though. I mean, I have it every day in my house, but we could have it every day at the salon.
I have it every day in my house, too.
I know you do.
I actually have 2 gallons of mint water and lemon in my fridge.
See, I add the cucumber. I just love it with the cucumber.
Okay,
And you know
must be a
what's
girl
really
thing.
good, too? You know what's really good? Grapefruit. Just slicing the grapefruit and putting the grapefruit in.
I love grapefruit.
It's so good in your water.
Mm-hmm.
It does the same. It has the same wonderful benefits as the lemon and lime, but it just gives it a different kind of kick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does. And I do enjoy that. It's energy
And it's
boosting for
refreshing.
me.
It's refreshing. And
Quenches
you're
my
getting
thirst.
vitamins the natural way, and you're not getting any of the added sugars of those, fruity little drinks that so many people drink.
That's right.
So what else do you got for me, mister?
Well, these are some mistakes that we all make every day.
Oh, well, I'd like to hear about a mistake that you make. So tell me.
Well, you mean the vernacular, you?
Of course. Always the vernacular.
Well, brushing after eating acidic foods, especially fruit and juice. This can actually weaken the enamel of your tooth.
If you brush or if you don't brush?
If you brush after eating acidic foods, especially fruit, what it does is it weakens the enamel. Now, this is from Mark Wolf. He's a dentist and PhD at the New York University College of Dentistry.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he said that this may lead to the discoloration or even greater odds of cracks and chips in your teeth.
Okay, so then basically what you should do is you should just wait a while for whatever acidity to leave, right?
Yes.
I guess just rinse your mouth.
Rinse and wait is
Okay.
what he says.
Oh, okay. So then okay.
Rinse and wait.
I love that I was right.
Of course. Well, you're always right.
I'm not always right.
Yeah.
Just most of the time.
Actually, there's some type of calcium in your saliva that remineralizes weakened areas.
Oh. I didn't know that.
Either did I. But now we know.
Now we know our saliva is being put to good use besides just spitting. It's good for other things too, like our teeth.
And thank you, Dr. Mark, for making us aware.
Dr. Mark Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Kudos to him.
Now, do you ever drive with your windows open in the car? It's a beautiful day. It's fresh air. Open that sunroof.
I do.
Roll down those windows.
I drive with my windows open and, well, not all the time because I don't like the wind to blow my hair, but I always have the sunroof open.
Wrong.
You're telling me that it's wrong, but you know because you're in the car and you're the one opening the sunroof or the windows.
Well, not anymore.
You're not going to do it anymore?
Air pollution on the highways can be up to 10 times what it is in the suburbs.
Okay, well, thankfully, I'm not driving in the highway in the city or the highway.
This Dr. Scott Fruin, an environmental health researcher, says that these fumes may contribute to headaches.
The diesel fumes?
Diesel and regular fumes. I used to love, when I was a kid, driving behind the bus and
smelling
the
that.
diesel fuel.
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
so they can contribute to headaches.
Yes,
Oh my
cancer
gosh.
and heart disease.
Oh my gosh. Well, maybe that's why, because you've been opening my windows, maybe that's the reason why I have headaches. I think it's your fault.
It's always my fault.
I think that's why. That's why I'm kicking you right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, shut the damn windows and hit the recirculate
You don't have to
button
be
on your
mean
AC.
about it. You don't have to be mean about it.
I'm never mean.
You just told me to shut the damn windows. That was mean.
Well,
You're the one who opened the windows. Did you not open the windows?
I did.
Yes, I know you did. But now you know better.
But I only opened the windows because I knew it would mess your hair up.
Well, actually, because of this great cut that I got at Anthony Vincent Salon, even if I'm windblown, I look fabulous. Give us a call, 609-448-2212. You'll be glad you did.
What a great plug that was.
Oh, yes, I love to plug.
All right. I know you're going to know. I'm going to know what the answer to this question is.
Uh-huh. And I know this.
Do you microwave your lunch in plastic containers?
No, I do not, because I do not want any carcinogens.
Like BPA?
And you know another thing I don't do? I don't put tinfoil in the microwave either, Mr. Sparky over here.
I do that.
Yes, I know.
Well, I don't want that that BPA in my food.
And you shouldn't have it in your food because it is very bad. It will damage your sperm content.
I can't have that now, can I?
No, you can't. No, you can't afford to have that. But it can also alter hormones, and it can actually, honestly, also contribute to different cancers. And
Oh, yeah.
That's something that's really actually very, very bad. So basically, you want to just bet your ass on glass.
Very, very good. Mm-hmm. Very good.
Yes.
Okay, so we're getting rid of all of those plastic containers, and we're going to use glass containers with
Now
lids.
we can use the plastic containers to store the food in.
Right.
It's just heating up the food in the plastic is very bad. Like, here's the perfect
Is that
example.
the thing called leaching?
Listen, yes. Listen, you know how sometimes you grab my coffee when it's in the styrofoam cup
Oh, yeah.
or the plastic, you grab it and you put it, I'm going to heat this up for you, you say, in the microwave with the carcinogens. Very, very bad. But I do like the hot coffee.
We're going to have to get some. We're going to have to.
You know what?
bring-
You're going to have to pour my
mugs.
coffee
We're gonna have to get glass mugs.
into your glass mug and then pour it back.
All right, we can do that.
That's how we'll have to do
a
it.
little extra work, but
Well, the thing is that
we're
I
worth it.
can't. Yeah, exactly. And we don't want carcinogens and all of that other stuff. But when I'm working, I have to have a cover for my coffee because the powder and the same thing with the hair. It gets in the coffee.
I like hair in my coffee. I've gotten used to it. The hair is clean.
Yeah. So that was you choking the other day when the hair was in your throat.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me the scratchy nut, okay, so I can swallow.
I
need a cracker.
I
Like, you want a
breathed
rice cake?
hair
No, it's
clippings
melting.
into my nose. It was awful.
Yeah, you were all choking.
I
and
thought I was going to die.
Yes, you did. You looked like it too. You were all purple. I'm hitting your back. That's why I was hitting you that day. Trying to save your life there, you.
So, do you drive home after like 1 to 4 glasses of wine?
What is it with you and the 4 glasses of wine? I had 4 glasses of wine at an event. I'm sorry, okay? Kill me already. You've been talking about it for weeks.
Well, it wasn't the 4 glasses of wine. It was the dancing around with.
I was not.
with the.
Let me tell you something. It was like
Lampshade on your head.
I'm just going to tell you, I don't ever put anything like that on my head. I would
That's
mess
right.
my
It would
hair up.
mess your hair up,
Yeah,
I know.
exactly. But although we know how good my hair looks, but aside from that, I just have to say this one thing. Those 4 glasses of wine, they were quite delicious, but they were so
It was
watered down, it
really
was
good.
like juice. Okay? I didn't get drunk from
Well,
it. You saw it was fine.
It is grape juice.
It was like having a little bit of juice. A lot of fattening juice, but it was juice. It was good.
It was good.
But no, I never drive even after 1 drink.
Okay, very good. Because even after happy hour driving home, even with just 0.01% alcohol, blood alcohol level, which is well below the legal 0.08 limit, there really is still a 46% more likely chance that you could crash than drivers who are totally
sober.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Just because your senses are down. Your senses are still down. Even with the 1 glass of wine, even with a minimal amount of wine, your senses are still down. And so you're not, optimum. I disagree. I don't even think you should drive after you eat a full meal. Your senses are not optimum. You're a little tired sometimes, depending on what you've eaten. You should.
Well, we never eat a full meal. We don't eat till we're
I
stuffed.
I don't, but I know some people do. And I was speaking, about the vernacular you. Some people should not, they should just wait a little while. After Thanksgiving dinner, for instance.
No,
You're just so tired.
The
And
ball game.
And after like eating a couple of slices of pizza, pizza, what it does to you.
No, yeah.
You just want to wait a little while until your head's not foggy. Pull yourself out of the fog, that kind of thing.
So, do you check your emails before you go to bed, or
Now we've had
Facebook?
we've had this conversation before. We're supposed to leave everything at the door.
Yes.
I know that. I have to be perfectly honest. Sometimes I slip it on through and I do check, but I know that you're not supposed to because it can affect your sleep. But I don't sleep well as it is. So sometimes I leave it by the door and sometimes I don't. It's like a 50-50 shot.
Well, people who use their smartphones who work after 9 p.m., they do wake up groggy.
Groggy?
Groggy.
Groggy?
Mm-hmm.
I like the word groggy.
Yes.
Sometimes I'm a little foggy and groggy in the morning because I don't sleep well.
Or you haven't had your 8th cup of coffee yet.
You have an issue with how much liquid I consume.
I don't want you urinating the bed.
It's not like you would get wet.
Well, also, keep that charging station out of the bedroom.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
Check it out at the
Turn
door.
off
Keep
your
it at the
email
door.
notifications after 9. If it's an emergency, somebody will call you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to do that.
Okay.
So, and that's why the average Japanese person live nearly 85 years which is 5 years longer than the average American.
Oh, really?
What are they doing right?
I know some Americans that live much longer, but you know what? They did not use any of this stuff. They didn't use anything electronic or anything. That's probably what you're probably right.
Yeah, that's right. And they walked more. They didn't jump into their Jeep or their motorcycle or their Maserati or their convertible or jump.
Generally speaking, we speak about the vernacular people, but you're just speaking about yourself.
And also, the Japanese eat more fish, more seafood.
Yes. Well, I eat a lot of seafood.
I do too. I actually cut down red meat to twice a month.
Oh, good for you. Yeah, I know you've been really cutting down on that.
And I love sushi.
Yeah. Oh, I love sushi.
Yeah.
I eat sushi all the time. And I get it with the rice paper so that I'm not having so much rice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love it like that.
And also, the Japanese, they spend much more time preparing their own meals.
Oh, yes.
There is no
I do that.
Driving through Mickey D's.
I actually prepare everything also. That's why I have all those lovely little plastic containers. We'll just have to heat them up differently.
Yeah, I love those plastic containers that you bring in. There's always something scrumptious in them.
Aw, thank
And I know
you.
that it's healthy.
Absolutely is.
So I don't mind stealing your food out of the fridge.
You don't have to call it stealing when it's given.
Oh, you are just so darn sweet.
We're just having a little melting fest here.
So you got an email for us?
I do have an email for us. And here we go. So this guy, his name is Niall. Okay? So hello, Niall. He cheated on his girlfriend.
Oh, shame on him.
Wait for it. He cheated on his girlfriend early in their relationship. And now that they're getting serious, Niall would like to know if he should tell her and come clean.
No!
I double the motion. Absolutely, positively not.
Big fat no.
Big fat no. And Anthony, why do you think it should be a no?
Well, it was early in the relationship. Why bug her with that and create, a distrust? You weren't serious at the time.
Exactly.
So I don't even consider that cheating. That's just putting feelers out.
Besides that, this is his burden, not hers.
Okay.
He did it, and it's done, and it's over and done with. Now, the point is
keep
that,
your mouth shut.
And as long as you're planning on being serious with this woman, I mean, just do that.
Don't do it again.
Now, here's the one exception. If she comes out and actually asks you, Niall, were you faithful the entire relationship so far? If she comes out and actually asks you, do not lie to her. Tell her the truth. Tell her that in the beginning, you had this little misfortune, but you weren't serious. You didn't know where things were going, and now you're serious and you want to be with her, and then deal with it.
No, I don't agree. Keep your mouth shut.
I think that if somebody completely asks you a question, I believe that you should absolutely 100% be honest.
Yes, but the relationship begins when you make the commitment to the one person.
I understand
So if you
that.
were cheating before,
Here's the thing.
and it was only once, you weren't in a committed relationship.
But the only thing is that what does that say about you? Here's the thing. I don't agree. I don't think you need to tell her. You don't need to. Just because you're feeling guilty, deal with your guilt. That was you, and that was on you.
Be a man. Suck it up.
You don't necessarily need to tell her. But I do think that if she comes right out and asks you, I don't believe in lying ever. So if the question is put there, I mean, I wouldn't offer the information, but if the question is put there, I personally would definitely think that you should not lie. That's just my opinion.
And of course, you're always right. Aren't you?
No.
Oh, I think you are.
Okay. Well, thank you.
All right. I have an email too, but mine is like a real guy email.
Okay. What is that? I'm kind of looking at you like, okay, ew, what do you mean? What's the guy version of the email?
I'm not even going to say who this is because this is so guy.
Okay, I want to hear this.
Here it is. I feel proud when my body makes up like a bunch of substance like snot, poop, earwax, anything like that.
Oh my God. Oh, really?
Is that a guy thing or what?
Ew.
Gross.
It is a gross thing. I'm not answering that. You answer.
Well,
you're a guy.
Wait
a second. Do you really think that you should answer? Maybe we should have Stu answer this.
Stu, you want to tell us about earwax and snot?
What do you think, Stu? Do you think that you should maybe answer this?
I mean, if you want me to.
I think you should. Stu is our producer this week, and I think that Stu needs to answer this disgusting email because, ew, Anthony, ew.
I don't even know where to start on that, honestly. That's
well, does
disgusting.
it make you proud?
No, not at all. That's gross.
You keep that stuff to yourself.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely.
Yeah, what's wrong with this? I think he's abnormal.
Well, you see, our culture teaches men to perceive themselves as being more powerful and strong and tough.
If
and
they make a big poop?
if they can produce more of something than somebody else can.
Because
whether it's
producing
muscles,
a lot of earwax is very important.
well,
Really?
you pick it and you flick it across the. I don't know.
That's
I don't know.
disgusting.
I don't have any earwax. I don't have any snot. You know.
Oh, because you just are like a little rose. Yeah, there's nothing guy about you. Oh yeah, yeah. Like you smell like a rose, Anthony, all the time. No snot, no poop, no earwax.
Well, there was. I did a little research on this, and there's some PhD, a psychologist, and professor at the professor of psychology at Wagner College in New York City, and he says that with everything, there's a line that you shouldn't cross. So
This is one of them.
yeah,
Yeah, this is a little bit of TMI.
yeah. You don't want to be bragging about this kind of stuff. So.
That is just so funny. If you're just joining us now, your favorite salon is now your favorite radio show.
We make you healthier, wealthier, and sexier every time you listen.
Tune into us.
I'm Anthony Vincent.
And I'm Elise, and we are Trend,
Trend
Radio.
Radio.
So, Anthony, do you have anything else that's fun for us to talk about? Because the last thing was fun.
What, you mean snot and poo is funny?
And earwax.
Gross.
Yeah, it was really gross.
Well, let's
What do you
get
have
on-
for me?
I don't know, porno.
You have porno for me.
I got porno for you.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Of course you do, because why not? After the earwax and the snot, you got to hit me up with the porn.
Do you know that 99% of men go online for their porno material?
99%? That's a huge percentage.
Yes. Well, how about this? 91% get it for free.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know because I don't
Oh,
even
so
know
you're
where to
in the
go. I don't
you're
even
in
know
the
where to go.
1%.
I must be the 1%.
You're the 1%, and then everybody else, the other 99 guys out of 100, they're all on the porn site.
I guess they are.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Now, 14% of men watch it on their smartphones.
Oh, really? On their phones?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, they're in a meeting and they're having an important, whatever kind of meeting, and they're looking at their phone and they're Googling their porn.
30% of men right now would watch porn if they could on their smartphone.
In their meeting? I'm just saying. I mean, guys are in a lot of meetings.
It depends
and
how
so
boring the meeting is.
So they're going to be, doing their porno in their meeting. Okay, nice.
Well, the average duration of a porn viewing session is about 15 minutes or
Oh.
less.
Perfect meeting time. Okay. So
Yeah.
their meeting is about 23 minutes and, 7 minutes to say their hellos and goodbyes because they're in their meeting for I guess a half an hour. And so
Yeah.
they have 15 minutes while the whole presentation is going on to look at their porn.
Well, and the percentage of men who spend an hour or more is 7%.
Wow.
It's amazing. They're viewing their porn longer than they can make love.
Wow. Rough on them, huh?
Mm-hmm. Now, talking about making love, the percentage of people who watched porn with a romantic partner,
Okay, and what's that percentage?
26%.
That's a little bit different. If you're having a fun-filled, I guess, porn-filled afternoon with your lover, that's a different story. Because you're with somebody and it's just not so tacky as like when you're in your meeting and you're by yourself, in the bathroom during your workday viewing your porn for 15 minutes.
Well, now, I'm sure you know that some people's porn, we hear about this all the time, their viewing of porn, it's a habit and it's out of control.
Okay. Yeah, I do know that some people have out of control habits.
Yeah, there's like 16% of the people who watch porn, it's really out of control.
Wow, these poor businessmen
Yeah.
in their meetings.
And 1 in 25 seek professional help.
Oh, wow. It's that bad?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Do you know anybody who has a porn issue that's that bad?
No, I don't. But I do know that the most watched video Don't even ask me how I know this.
I won't.
This site. It's called Pornhub.com. Was Farrah Abraham, that teen mom? She made a sex tape.
Oh. And you don't know. Oh, I forgot. You're in the 1% that doesn't view porn, but yet you have this information.
Well,
wow.
I'm a plethora of information.
You are a plethora.
But
yes.
you know what?
What? Tell me. Do share.
What? You know what we're going to do today? We're going to go to Pornhub.com.
On your phone or mine?
Not my phone. And I went to, I don't even know who this Farrah is.
But you want to see her?
I want to see her.
Okay,
Absolutely.
I'll pull her up on my site for you. How's that?
All right, that sounds good.
All right, good. I'm glad. I'm glad I can make you happy there. I'll show you some porn.
All right, so let's get back to something a little more healthier.
Oh, like
garlic.
Garlic.
We talk about garlic all the time.
That's right. I need garlic because you're a vampire and I have to keep you away from me. So I wear a necklace of garlic. Plus, you're Italian. You love the smell.
It is my perfume. You've heard me say that many times.
I have.
So don't toss out that garlic that has the little eyeballs or tails growing from it.
Okay.
Garlic cloves that have sprouted, they contain more cancer and heart disease fighting flavonoids than the fresh ones do.
Oh, that's awesome information. And you know what? I know you love that word, flavonoids.
I do. I don't know what they are, but I love flavonoids.
Yeah, no, you say that a lot. You like that word.
Yes. At least my flavonoid level is very high today.
Oh, good. I'm very happy for you.
I had garlic for breakfast.
The whole clove or just the half? Or did you eat the sprouts too? Did you put it in your smoothie?
I took the sprouts and I cleaned between my teeth with them. I flossed with the sprouts.
Oh, you are just something else.
Well, the Korean scientists noted a 20% difference after 5 days of sprouting. Why?
Why?
The sprouting process produces a unique flavonoid compound called
phytoalexins.
Thank you. My tongue wasn't working just then.
It's okay. You said flavonoids.
I did. I know that word.
So, this unique flavonoid compound called phytoalexins.
Yes.
And tell what's the rest?
Well, they protect the plant from pests and disease.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and these cloves can be a little more bitter than the fresh ones. So just, throw them into the saute pan with a little bit of onion and a little fresh tomato.
Okay. Yeah, don't use those for salsa. You want the sweeter garlic for that. But you can put those, you can saute those.
And you're using the fresh tomatoes, garlic, onion, and just tossed in a little bit, a little fresh pasta. Toss it, a little Parmesan cheese, and trust me.
Num, num, num. That sounds delicious. Is your chair squeaking or is that your stomach?
That's my chair.
Yeah, I heard that. I think everybody on the radio heard that.
Boy, you've got quite a set of ears there.
Yes, I do.
Okay, how about...
I hear everything.
Yes, you do. You don't miss a thing.
Nothing.
Mm-hmm. Now, Elise.
Anthony.
Can you be too clean?
I do not know.
Can anyone be too clean?
I do not know. Where are you going with this?
Well, the University of Michigan suggests that triclosan, a germ killer in soaps, invites bacteria into your body.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Researchers say that this chemical can make staph infections stickier, or allowing it to settle in. And check the labels on soaps and toothpastes. And
if you use too much of that soap with those ingredients, that can actually, I understand, that can cause more of an infection risk.
Yes. So stay away and avoid those soaps and toothpastes.
Okay. So stay away from the chemicals. You want to use something that's a little bit more natural or doesn't have these chemicals in it.
Yes. It's triclosan. I believe I pronounced it wrong.
You know what you can do? That's quite all right. If you'd like more information about this, just email us at trendradio920@gmail.com and I'll send you all the information you need.
Email her now. You'll be glad you did.
Absolutely. Always will be.
How was your Halloween yesterday, Liz?
Everything I do is fabulous.
Of course. Did you have a good time?
I did.
Yeah.
Did you have a good time?
Absolutely. We went through about 1,000 pieces of candy yesterday.
I know. You have the best street for Halloween and the most kids.
Yes, we do. And, a little history about Halloween.
Sure. Tell me.
Of course, it was originally a pagan holiday, and it honored the dead.
Oh.
It was celebrated on October 31st. It dates back 2,000 years on the Celtic calendar.
All Hallows Eve.
Yeah. The ancient Celts thought that the spirits and the ghosts wandered through the streets on Hallows Eve, so they began wearing masks and costumes so they would not be recognized as humans.
Interesting.
And the jack-o'-lantern tradition? That's an old Irish folktale about a man named Stingy Jack. Now,
Stingy.
Is that what I said? Stingy Jack?
You said stingy.
Well, you know. Now, it was said that he wasn't able to get into heaven and he was turned away from the devil because he was more trickier than the devil. So he was, yeah. Can you imagine that?
No.
So he was set off to wander the world looking for a resting place and for light.
So we honor him on Halloween.
Yeah. The Stingy Jack used a burning coal ember in a hollowed out turnip.
To make the face?
Yes. Well, that was his lantern. When the Irish immigrated to the U.S. during that great potato famine of 1845 and 1850, they found that the turnips were not so readily available.
So they used pumpkins?
They started carving pumpkins as a replacement for that tradition.
That's cool.
And on Halloween, the Irish peasants would beg the rich people for food. And those that refused, they would play a practical joke on them.
Wow.
So,
well, I'm certainly glad that we have Halloween. It's so much fun anyway.
Yes, always. I'm Anthony Vincent of Anthony Vincent Salon. Time for another fun and fabulous beauty tip with our tip chick. And here she is.
Got lashes? Come and get them. Thick, full, and flirty. Individual plumes introduced to your own. No need for anything else. Bat away. Say hello to beautiful.
Email us now from AnthonyVincentSalon.com. Remember, for the 150,000 hairs on your head, there's only one choice. Call us now at 609-448-2212. You'll be glad you did. And now our very own gatekeeper of matrimonial law, Roseanne de Torres.
Check out DeTorres and DeGeorge, certified matrimonial law attorneys at dndfamilylaw.com.
You'll be glad you did. Good morning, Roseanne. How are you today?
Good morning, Roseanne.
I'm doing wonderful. And you?
We are fabulous. Thank you.
Do you have any other great stories for us?
You stole my question.
Okay, I'll give it back to you.
Roseanne, do you have any other fabulous stories for us?
Oh, sure. I've got a million stories. I'll tell you a story about a gentleman who came in. He, an attorney, a successful attorney, and he was accused of an act of domestic violence, which took the form of some emails, I think, that the alleged victim found harassing. And so he met this woman. She was a realtor. He was looking to buy a house. She was showing him around. And by the third house, they were engaged in...
Wow.
So she showed him the whole farm.
She showed him the farm.
Yes. He bought it.
And so there was a torrid affair, which he was head over heels for this gal. She was married. And this went on for quite a bit of time. She moved out into a house that he bought from her. He lived elsewhere because her kids were with her in this house, and he was a gentleman, and he didn't want to introduce himself to these kids right away. And then it ended badly. And there was a lot of heartbrokenness on his part, and he made that known that he was heartbroken. And she took that very cavalierly. And this gentleman had been a bachelor for a long time, and he always ate dinner out. He didn't cook. And he would go to the same restaurant almost every night. And don't you know, to rub salt in his wounds, this gal and her spouse would go there and to that restaurant. They could eat anywhere, and they would go to this restaurant at the time that he would normally be there. And he was there eating, and they came in after him. And that was this defining moment for her. She claimed that he took her picture while they were sitting there. Anyway, so he came to see me. He was really upset. And attorneys are very susceptible. They can be disciplined by the New Jersey Supreme Court if you're convicted of an act of domestic violence. So it's very scary. It can be very scary professionally for an attorney to be involved in a domestic violence case as a defendant. And so we communicated with her attorney, and we told them in no uncertain terms that if she did not dismiss this, we were going to try the case. And they wanted us to negotiate and agree to some financial things that he said, hell no, I'm not doing that. And by sheer force of our pressure, we were able to get her to capitulate and to dismiss her bogus restraining order against him.
Oh, that's great.
So she just made up that he took pictures of her. And
There was a picture taken, but it was by a friend that was sitting next to him. He didn't take it.
So he didn't take it, and he didn't do any of the things she was accusing him of.
Well, he sent an email that said, I'm heartbroken and I'm so sad and how could you? But that's not domestic violence.
No, that's somebody communicating and expressing himself.
Exactly. That's somebody that's very upset that he was in love with it, deeply in love with this woman. And
that's devastating.
It is. And so that is not domestic violence. So that was a happy ending for him. And he went on his merry way, and all's well that ends well. So,
well, I don't know how merry his way was after that, but hopefully he's merry now.
Exactly.
Wow.
You would think an attorney would know better. You would think.
Well,
attorneys fall in love.
He had a visceral
matters of the heart.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you have these very strong responses to people, and you go with it.
Right.
You go with it.
And there's another reason to give a call to DeTauris and DeGeorge.
Need a salon that's about the whole you? Precision haircuts, flawless makeup, impeccable nails, top-rated professional hair products. Anthony Vincent Salon. Looking for a hairstylist who has his finger on the pulse of all the latest trends? Anthony Vincent Salon. Looking for a dependable salon with over 35 years in the industry? Anthony Vincent Salon. Looking for New York City and internationally trained stylists that will create the perfect look for you? Anthony Vincent Salon. Shine brightly while walking down the aisle. Anthony Vincent Salon. For longer, thicker, beautiful hair extensions, Anthony Vincent Salon. Incredible makeup applications for weddings, proms, or any special occasions. Anthony Vincent Salon. Have dry, brittle summer hair? Get a hot shot. Anthony Vincent Salon. Before you put a ring on it, manicure it. Anthony Vincent Salon. Your image is their specialty. For the 150,000 hairs on your head, there's only one choice. Anthony Vincent Salon. For a more beautiful you, call now 609-448-2212 and follow them on Twitter.
And now for the fun facts on finance.
From a feminine point of view, our very own Dina Kobrin
of DC Alexander Wealth Management.
Good morning, Dina.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Fabulous.
We are always fabulous, and we're so fabulous that we're here with you.
Well, I'm excited too.
Great. Well, here's what we wanted to talk about today. We want to talk about putting the fun back in finance.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So I think this is a very fun thing. How can you save money fast? Now wait, before you answer, last week in the salon, we were talking about that fun $5 thing. So tell us about it, and then I'm going to tell you what I did.
Well, I can't wait to hear how you resulted.
Fabulous. Go.
Okay, well, I said to you that you could save a lot of money very quickly if you just save every $5 bill that you get from anyone. And I thought, I didn't even think at the time that, you collect $5 from everybody probably.
A lot of times, yeah.
Yeah, right?
A lot of $5 bills.
So, that was one of the things that we talked about. I want to hear your results before I talk about anything else.
I thought that was the coolest thing. Now, this was only, I think like 4 or 5 days ago that I saw you.
Yes.
And you said it. And in that 4 or 5 days, and I have to be honest, I wasn't in one of the days. So I was actually amazed. I saved $80 in $5 bills in just 3 days.
That is amazing.
I didn't realize how much money, I'll just throw a $5 bill here or a $5 bill there. Well, I thought that was the most incredible thing.
And it made you think about it, right?
It really did. It really did. But what I did, I took it up a step and I told the girls at the salon, if you want to save money fast, save every $5 bill you get. So I have them all doing it. So we have a contest going on now.
Oh, that's fabulous.
So the results will happen at another time. We'll bring this up again.
That
but I
sounds
just
great.
wanted to say, I thought it was incredible. What a great thing that you came up with.
Well, that's great. I'm so glad that it's working. I mean, it's something that I was thinking about as well. And really just to get you to think about where you're spending. I think that's the biggest thing is, people don't think about what they're spending enough. They just go to the store and impulse buying and that's where they build up the credit cards. And if you start just spending cash instead of using your credit cards all the time, you're going to spend a lot less money.
I agree with you. Just don't spend your $5 bills, guys.
I'm very quiet during this here because I typically save all the change that's in my pocket.
I do that too.
And I don't spend the change. I don't, play around with it. At the end of the day, I take my big pocket of change and I stick it in a bigger jug. And at the end of the year, I usually have enough money in that jug to go on a long weekend vacation somewhere.
Yeah, but think about this. Think about if you took it up a notch. Instead of your
I'm
change,
do
the $5 thing.
I'm absolutely going to do this.
You're going to see hundreds of dollars a month instead of just, a few dollars.
Well, hundreds of dollars
in a year.
Right.
I had a bucket once filled with $753 in like pennies, quarters, dimes, nickels, all that, which I thought was the most amazing thing. Can you imagine what the bucket would look like if it was all $5 bills? That would be incredible.
Yeah, it would be incredible. And you're also going to be thinking a lot more about your spending habits, and you just will cut down on
everything. You'll cut down on everything.
Right.
And you'll streamline. Think about going to buy a latte. You're spending about $4 and change on a latte. You take a $10 bill out, you get a $5 back and some change.
Right, and you just put that in a separate pocket.
The change goes into your little milk can or whatever, and the $5 bill goes into your envelope or however you're saving it, and you have your latte that you just spent your $10 bill on. But regardless, you're drinking your latte and you're saving money at the same time. So I think it really will add up.
That's a great idea. I'm going to start that actually today.
Right this very minute.
Right this second.
Well, I don't think anybody's going to give you a $5 bill today.
Well, I got a couple of $5 bills in my pocket and they're not getting spent.
That's right. You just separate them and just don't spend them.
That's what I did. I found a different little area in my pocketbook that my $5s go now.
Yeah.
Have you calculated what, on average, how many $5 bills a day to put aside, what it comes to a week, month, or year?
Actually, I haven't. I think it just depends on how much you're spending, but we could actually calculate that and get back to people.
I think we should absolutely do that.
You know what? You can email us at trendradio920@gmail.com. We'll do that. Or you can email Dina, and Dina, give your email address.
It's at dcobrin, Kobrin, at nextfinancial.com.
Fabulous.
Email her today. You'll be glad you did.
Perfect.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through Next Financial Group Incorporated, member FINRA/SIPC. DC Alexander Wealth Management is not an affiliate of Next Financial Group Incorporated. 2346 Route 33, Suite 307, Robbinsville, New Jersey 08691. Phone number 609-945-7330.
This portion of our show is sponsored by Susan Eckley Ruck of ID Life. Not a one-size-fits-all nutritional program.
ID Life stands for Individually Designed Life, where nutrition is personal, formulated just for you and your needs.
Get started today. Take the free HIPAA-compliant health assessment.
healthforlife.idlife.com.
That's the number 4.
Or give Susan a call, 609-712-1351.
Follow her on Facebook.
You'll be glad you did.
If you're just joining us, your favorite salon is now your favorite radio show.
We make you healthier, wealthier, and sexier every time you listen.
Tune in to us. I'm Anthony Vincent.
And I'm Elise.
We are Trend Radio.
So,
you're killing me today.
Well, you know what?
You're killing me today.
Did you know that your penis can talk to you?
I can't even do this with you today.
No,
First of all, I want to let you know something. I know you think I have a really big pair of brass balls, but I do not have a penis. It does not talk to me.
Well, I'm talking about the vernacular.
Even the vernacular me doesn't have a penis.
Well, trouble down below.
Oh.
Can indicate
Are you having
health
a problem?
issues. Oh, no. What I'm saying is that trouble down below can indicate health issues in other places of your body. I'm very serious.
I hear you.
Very serious.
You are a serious guy.
Yes. Actually, your penis is a great barometer of overall health.
Okay, where are you getting this from, Plethora?
From Kevin Billups. He's an MD and an associate professor of urology over at Johns Hopkins Medicine.
Johns Hopkins, good.
Yes.
Okay.
He says that
Oh, boy.
your ding dong is also
Ding
a
dong,
bellwether.
the witch is dead. Go on.
He said it's a bellwether for sickness. So, and you should listen to its warnings, and you just might avoid getting the shaft.
Oh, God. I wouldn't want anybody to get the shaft.
No. So if this is serious now.
I
This
believe
really is
you,
serious.
and I am going to not laugh.
Okay. So if you're going soft more than you care to admit, an Australian study found that the risk of developing heart disease within 10 years was 65% higher in men with moderate erectile dysfunction.
Wow.
Yeah. It appears as though that the blood vessels in the penis are significantly smaller, and they start to narrow before those in the heart.
Wow. Okay.
I mean that really is interesting.
That is.
And if you're...
And it could be serious.
Oh, very serious.
Yeah.
Sure. Now, if your urine goes from yellow to red...
Remember, we had a whole show about the different colored urine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here it is again in a different application. But, blood can be a sign of prostate, bladder, or kidney disease.
And prostate is pretty serious.
Yeah. So you need to find out where this blood is coming from. So ask your doctor, check it out. And, it could be prostatitis, which is, a simple gland inflammation that's often caused by an E. coli infection. And if that's the case, it could be treated with antibiotics and you'll be fine.
Sure.
Now, if your sex drive is down, and that's terrible. Yeah.
All of a sudden, he's like, if your sex drive is down, and then he looks at me. And I'm just like, hello.
Well, your partner isn't necessarily to blame.
Okay.
But sleep apnea, that might be reducing your sex drive.
Okay, if you don't sleep, it affects every part of you. So I imagine it would also affect your sex drive.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Well, this German researchers found that men with the lowest levels of nighttime blood oxygen reported sexual desire levels that were 11% lower than men who could breathe easy.
Wow. That's huge. That really is, because again, when you're not sleeping, it does affect everything, and it's bad for your brain. So I imagine it's bad for every part of you, including the little guy.
You see that the tip of your penis is red and swollen.
Oh my God.
Yes. Not that type of swollen. We mean inflammation, redness, and pain on the head of your penis. This is called ballantitis. And
what's it called?
Ballantitis.
Ballantitis. Oh, wow. Okay. That sounds like it could be uncomfortable.
Well, it's typically caused by bacteria, often as a result of less than stellar hygiene.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Now that is not a good thing.
No. Wash your ass, men.
Or actually, wash your tip.
Now, if you've noticed that, it's not as sensitive as it used to be before.
I can't believe we're having this conversation.
This is legitimate stuff. This is doctors.
I understand.
Andy's going to love this.
Yes.
But, a numb knob could be the sign of a poor diet.
A numb knob?
Well,
God.
That's what the doctors call it. So this is a deficiency in vitamins, and they can, cause the nerve fibers in your penis from carrying the signals to your brain. So get your vitamins. Get those vitamin B12s.
Take your vitamins, guys.
Yes.
Nobody
Drink
wants
your
a
milk,
numb knob.
Eat your clams. Get your folate. Eat your green leafy vegetables and those black-eyed peas.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What else you got?
Well, this here happens to a lot of men, and if you have to urinate more often than usual, and
I noticed you talk a lot about urine.
and I'm not into water sports at all.
That was good.
Well, there's always somebody wants to pee in the pool. I won't go into a public pool.
I got it.
And that lazy river over at Wet and Wild.
All right.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Okay.
So Anyway, when your prostate is enlarged, what happens is it presses on the tube that carries the urine out of your body, giving you that persistent gotta go feeling.
Persistent gotta go.
Well, yeah, what happens?
I know when you have to go to the bathroom. Actually, I have to go to the bathroom right now.
I see well, we'll check your prostate for you. Stu's an expert at that.
Oh my God, stop.
So, and actually, I hear all the commercials all the time, gotta go, gotta go. That's really a simple fix. It's an enlarged prostate, which untreated can be very, very dangerous. But
can lead to something very severe too.
Oh, absolutely. But something as simple as, taking Saw Palmetto on a daily basis, what it does is it will, shrink that the prostate. It will relax and it'll smooth the muscles out and it'll loosen up and let that urine flow out very easily.
Wow.
Now, you produce less ejaculate or you can't orgasm. Now, sputtering when you should be spurting is low testosterone. That is the culprit. Testosterone produces the semen, and the more semen you have, the more force you ejaculate with. Dr. Pudok says this. Oh, boy. Yes.
What's he say?
Oh, well, he says that, this particular problem can also be lurking in your medicine cabinet. About 1/3 of men who take these selective serotonin inhibitors for depression will experience difficulty in reaching the orgasms. But I think antidepressants really affect, the sexual.
They do affect a lot more than, they're geared toward helping somebody not be depressed, but then they affect a lot of different things in your system. Your sex
drive.
Drive, yes. Yeah. And also, it can be a lot of weight gain with them, sometimes weight loss with them, a nervous feeling, and you're trying to not be depressed, but it's creating other issues.
Well, certainly not having an orgasm would certainly cause depression.
Yeah, it could.
And most people I know.
Yeah, it definitely could. But there are reasons that people take these medications. And since we're not doctors, we probably shouldn't comment any further.
No, you fix one thing and create another.
Yeah.
But have you ever heard of an erection that curves like at a strange angle?
No.
Well, there are 23% of men ages 40 and over who will get this. It's Peyronie's disease. It's a condition that makes an erect penis bend in any direction.
You know what's interesting? I can't believe this, but I'm going to say this, but watching a Sex and the City episode, Samantha, who, had sex with everybody, was actually talking about a guy whose penis curved the wrong way. So I guess this was what the episode was about.
That's right. It's called Peyronie's disease.
Okay.
Not pierogies. I like pierogies. Don't like Peyronie's.
Peyronie's disease. Okay.
Well, and this is really interesting. This happens when collagen plaques form on the connective tissue surrounding the spongy interior of the penis.
Wow.
And it may be genetic, or it may be a sign of too much or too little sexual activity.
Wow. So too much or too little. So you have to find the perfect balance.
Now, providing that your penis is whispering.
Is what?
Providing that your penis is still whispering sweet nothings in your ear.
Oh my God.
And you do not have those aforementioned problems. You do realize that more cuddling does equal better sex.
I do realize that, yes.
You do?
I do.
Okay. I didn't realize you were a cuddler.
I don't think it's any of your concern whether I cuddle or not.
Well, there you have it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know whether you cuddle or not, but try this. Elise, and when I say Elise, I mean the vernacular Elise.
Vernacular, okay.
Okay. The key to satisfying the key to satisfying sex for both may be cuddling.
Okay, well, I'll take your advice.
Now, this is according to a new study in the Archives of Sexual Behavior. On days when couples snuggled, talked, or kissed longer than usual after a little romp in the hay, couples felt more sexually satisfied, no matter how often that they had sex or how long the foreplay lasted.
Well, there's a reason for that.
Tell me.
Okay, because as we've always said, everything happens between your ears.
Yeah.
And so it's just an extension of the good feelings that you're having. If you linger a little bit and chat a little bit and kiss a little bit and touch a little bit afterwards. And so that's where that happens.
You are absolutely dead on the money, hit the nail on the head.
Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Anthony
Arrow
Vincent.
went through the bullseye. See, what you just said was that your partner may think that the sex was better, possibly because the intimacy extends the afterglow and signals commitment.
See that? And there you have it.
Yeah, just that little extra cuddling, say 5 minutes instead of the 2.
And that's why men who get up right away,
roll over, snore,
and get into the ones who fall asleep. I mean, really? Or the best ones are the ones that just get up and run into the shower. Those are lovely too.
Is that your experience?
That is not. I'm not talking about me.
Talking about the vernacular.
Unless, of course, it's something that I can say. But no, just in general, that's why that's so uncomfortable. And then that can leave you feeling, not wanted.
Well, speaking of being not wanted, does your man last long enough? And whether he does or whether he doesn't, men should stop worrying so much about PE. That's premature ejaculation. New research published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine suggests that women can be very, very forgiving. A survey of nearly 1,500 women whose partners struggled with premature ejaculation found that less than 1 in 5 considered the condition extremely frustrating.
Well, if you have a nice relationship and you're okay with your guy, then chances are you're going to allow for a lot of different things.
You've been listening to Trend Radio, where we talk about what's hot and what's not every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Listen to us anytime, any place. Download the TuneIn Radio app to your smartphone or tablet and make 920 The Voice your favorite.
And if you have a topic of interest that you want us to talk about, or you'd like to be a guest on our show, email us now at trendradio920@gmail.com. You'll be glad you did.
I'm Anthony Vincent.
And I'm Elise.
We'll talk to you next week.
Bye for now.